shit together, but neither do you. I ain't got my shit together, but neither do you.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Coordinated Chaos. My name is Andrea, and this is a podcast about me getting my shit together, because it ain't. As you guys can see, I told you I was going to be taking out my hair, and I had to take it out. My head is itching, okay? My head is itching. It just needs to breathe, right? But that is not what we came to talk about today. In my book club, so Monday through Friday, I join a book club, right? And on Fridays, we do accountability Fridays. And I wanted to give my accountability, but I had the shits this morning. I don't know what that's about. I know it's TMI, but it is what the fuck it is, right? I had the shits this morning. I don't know why, but whatever. And I wanted to give my accountability because when I look back at this week, I've only recorded one video this week, and I don't like it. I do not like the fact that I've only recorded and uploaded one video this week. Now, I will give myself some grace here because I have been working behind the scenes to get these systems together for this photography business. The systems have been killing my vibe, okay? We're not even going to lie about that. The systems, not that much, god damn, it's just a tiny smidge, okay? The systems have been killing me, right? They are getting on my fucking nerves. I was supposed to come back yesterday and tell y'all, have proof of the things that I said I was going to do. I was supposed to have proof of the calendar that I created, which I do have, right? I was supposed to have proof of the website or landing page that I have redone. I have half-ass of that, right? I was supposed to have feedback from 2 women that I say my photography can help. I don't have that shit, right? And I didn't come yesterday because I was embarrassed of what I didn't do. That's literally the whole point of this. I either fucking do the shit or I don't. I ain't embarrassed. I'm on here like this. I'm not embarrassed, okay? I didn't come yesterday because I was in a space of where if we strip all the bullshit away, strip all the deep words, strip all the big SAT words away, and get down to the nitty gritty of it, I was fucking scared. Okay? I was fucking scared. And what I'm scared of is the fact that I have to increase my capacity. I have been increasing my capacity, right? Capacity has to be earned. Okay? You cannot just go and just be like, give me some capacity. Right? Although audacity is always on sale, capacity ain't. Okay? Capacity has to be earned. And previous to me even starting this channel or just living life, I am comfortable struggling. I'm comfortable hustling. I'm comfortable grinding. I'm comfortable being so far stretched, being scattered and all over the place, be to the brink of exhaustion. I'm comfortable in that space. Organized chaos. There's always I'm comfortable in the thick of the chaos, right? And now that I'm actively building and using systems to correct that fuckery, I'm actively creating a schedule for myself. I'm actively creating a system to hold me accountable. Well, what does it look like when I'm not struggling? What is that? What the fuck is that? You mean actually building a life for myself that I want, stripped of every other person's expectation, stripped of their judgment, stripped of their perception of what they think I should be doing? Building something for me, by me, to completion? That shit is fucking scary because what the fuck is that? I don't know that life. And I have to build capacity in order to enjoy that life. And that may sound weird or just like, huh, to some people. But hey, that's my reality. Again, talking to me. If it applies to you, let it apply. If it don't, let that shit fly. Scroll the fuck on. I don't care, right? But yes, I have to increase my capacity, and I got scared because I never did that before. I never had to do that before. And the ways that I've had to do that is just through those struggling ways, through those hustling ways. But doing it without it, you mean not being in survival mode 24/7? You mean thriving? Even if you're thriving fucking 8 hours of 24? That is a new reality. And I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared for that. I was not prepared to look back and even see that even this is episode 20 fucking 9. This is episode 20 fucking 9. And this is from someone who starts and stops and starts and stops and starts and stops. Someone who used to, let me correct myself. This is from someone who used to start and stop and start and stop and start and stop and start and stop. I've pushed myself outside of my own matrix. And now it's like, bitch, we out here. We out here. Okay? And I have to wrap my brain around what that means, right? Not only that, but in redoing my website, what I have realized and what I've acknowledged is that when I look through the photography of my past, there is a sense of joy. There is a sense of excitement. There is a sense of familiarity. Is that how you say that word? I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When something being familiar, familiarity, whatever, right? There is a sense of curiosity. There is a sense of belonging. And that's what I want to exude in my photography, right? But my recent photography, it's just literally been here, damn. Here, damn. I got the camera, I took a picture, here, damn. It's not up to what I think my standards are or what I'm creating my standards to be, but here, damn, take it. I took the picture here. Which is one of the reasons why I don't post my photography often. Which is one of the reasons why even here on this motherfucking channel, I don't fucking mention the Hood Gypsy. I am a photographer. The Hood Gypsy is a photographer. I have mentioned the Hood Gypsy in exactly one fucking episode of these 29 that I've done. And that was just to let y'all know that that is the photographer in me. How are you a photographer with no photographs? It's like She by Sheree, a fashion show with no fashions. What are we doing? Joggers. Spring, summer, fall. What are we doing, right? And the reason for that I've realized yesterday is I'm not from Atlanta, right? I've lived in Atlanta for 8-9 years, right? I don't know Atlanta. I don't know Atlanta as intimately as I need to know Atlanta. I know how to get from Stockbridge to Roswell, taking the back roads. I know how to do that. I know how to get from Kennesaw to Decatur, taking the back roads. I know how to do that. I know how to make my way through Atlanta. I know where things are, but I don't know Atlanta. I don't know Atlanta. I'm passing through Atlanta. While I've been in Atlanta, I've been living in survival mode. I go to work when I was working outside, or I do my Lyft. I go make my groceries, and I come the fuck in the house. I don't go out unless it is for work or unless it is for groceries. I don't go out just to be out. Sometimes I do, but that's very far and in between. I don't know Atlanta how I need to know Atlanta in order to make the photography that I want to make. And the photography that I want to make is intimate. It is intimate. Like, you know your grandparents, right? You know your mama, you know your papa, if you have them in your life or if you've had them in your life. You know them. You know that they'll take care of you. You know that they'll feed you. Then you know that they'll call your parents out on their bullshit, right? You know them, right? But you don't know that when they was 17, they was out there beating ass. They was beating ass and then they ended up beating ass for the government. They was on some secret spy shit, but they can't even tell you about that shit because they're, with the government. You don't know that part of them, but you know of them. That's how I feel about Atlanta. I know Atlanta, but I don't know Atlanta. And I need to correct that. So in my schedule that I was restructuring, I said Tuesdays and Thursdays were going to be my days where I just go out and I like patronize a black owned business and I sit outside and I get some work done. No. It's still going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays that I'm going outside, but they're completely and dedicated to photography. 100% photography. Until it's time for me to do lift, I am outside with my camera and my extra fucking batteries and I'm taking pictures of people. I like to take pictures of, pretty things, flowers and buildings and sunsets and shit, but we're taking pictures of people. Okay? And I have to do this in order to build the intimacy. There's no intimacy. And there's no intimacy in my photography. There's no intimacy in my business. There's no intimacy across the board in my life. I've cut it off. I put the wall up. I don't give a fuck what y'all got going on, bitch. Back. Give me 50 feet, ho. Like, and I had to realize that. I had to acknowledge that that's what was happening, right? There's no intimacy in my creativity, and it's because I've shut that part of myself off. I have not been tapping into my magic. I haven't. Black girl magic, I've only been on the surface with that hoe. Why? Are you afraid that you can only be intimate when there is another person? That's not the case. So I'm reteaching myself how to be intimate with me, with my wants, with my desires, with my requirements, with my accountability. I am reteaching myself to be intimate, and that is what was missing from my photography, which was making it hard to redo the website. Like, I have these old photos. For now, these old photos are going to have to do. They're going to have to do, right? Until I can get these new ones. But I'm going to put the shit out there. But I don't want to put it out there in a half-assed sort of way. So that's something else I learned too. In order for me to increase my capacity, in order for me to get the capacity that I need, I got to stop half-assing shit. Half-ass. Half-ass. Like, I have to stop half-assing shit. And I took my hair out. If that was literally the trigger for me to say, oh shit, something's happening. It felt like I was going back into my old habits. We're not doing that. The whole purpose of this channel is for me to grow through work. There's no embarrassment. I told y'all when I came on here, I had to shit this morning. I don't know why. I'm going to stop saying that because I know it sounds gross, but that's what it is. That's what it is, right? There's no embarrassing in growth, at least for me. Like, if you're embarrassed of your growth, then are you really growing? Again, people are going to have something to say about whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. Keep their name in your mouth, though. Keep your name in their mouth. That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, I just wanted to come and be vulnerable and take accountability. I half-assed on the shit that I said I was gonna have for y'all. I did do my calendar, but the other things I half-assed on. And tomorrow, Saturday, is actually my execution day to tell y'all what I have accomplished throughout the week. And I wanted to wait until tomorrow, but I needed to get this out because I don't like that I've only put out one video this week. That's not what the fuck we are doing here. It's not. And yes, I could batch record my content. I could record at the at night and then upload it for the next day. I don't want to do that. I want to do it in the moment. I might have to rethink that just for capacity growth type shit. I might have to rethink that, but for now, that is what I want to do. I want to record it when I'm in the moment and while it's on my mind. Even though my brain be all over the goddamn place, right? That's how I want to do it. So, it's going to be the end of the episode because clearly I have to finish detangling my hair so I can go outside today. Yes, I'm going outside with conditioner in my hair. It'll be under a scarf, a pretty decorative scarf. But yeah, I'll be outside with conditioner in my hair. Judge your mama, don't judge me. Enjoy your day. Drink your motherfucking water. Peace.
If I fall, I don't fall, I pivot. It's that growth they don't show I'm living. I ain't got my shit together.